truth coming out that we're all excited to see. And I know it deals with some of the most exciting solution sets coming down the pipe. If the Prime Minister invited you to give some advice, because you know the technologies that are coming, that can help her with her dilemma of 180 million people, there's cheap coal right there, got to feed the country, she didn't cause the climate change, world's telling her to change. What are some of the things coming down the pipe that might help a country like Bangladesh escape this wrenching dilemma?
Well, as you said earlier, it is a great opportunity as well as a challenge. And the Prime Minister hasn't asked me for advice, but you've asked me to give it to her. Up until last year, Bangladesh was the fastest deploying nation in all the world for solar panels. Wow. Mohammed, two systems per minute, night and day, 24 hours a day on average. That has now slowed down. There is a plan to build a new dirty coal plant in the Sundarbans, the largest mangrove forest in the world, the last remaining tiger preserve. Thousands of people are demonstrating against it. My advice would be, don't build that dirty coal plant, but double down on a more rapid shift toward renewable energy, because the private sector in Bangladesh, assisted by small credit from Mohammed Yunus's organization and others, has really set the world record in rapidly installing renewable electricity.
Well, you see, well, I don't understand why people raise this issue, because the coal-based power plant, it is everywhere in the world. Now, what we are doing, where we are establishing it, it is far, far away from Sundarban. And not only that, we have taken all the steps so that environment should not be affected. And it is a supercritical power plant, very modern, and we have taken all measurement to save our environment. And not only that, we have coal-based power plant, which is not very modern one. It is inside our land. The place called Dinaspur, one of our district, where all the human beings are living, and we see no bad effect in the environment. The crops we are growing, there are plenty of trees, the fruits-bearing trees, even the very good mango we produce there. So if you go there, you can see that in the land, there is coal-based power plant, thermal power plant. We started it perhaps since 2000. Now there is a first phase, second phase, the third phase we are building. We don't see any bad effect in our environment there.
Well, you're the only...
But now in the Sundarban is that area, we are very much concerned about it. And the tiger, Royal Bengal tiger, it is not going to be affected at all. But the people, those who are raising the issue, well, I invited them, why don't you go yourself and see. It is 14 kilometers far away from Sundarban, and the place which is declared as the World Heritage, it is 65 to 70 kilometers far, far away. It is just in the bank of a river, and on the base of that power plant, now, that part is developing. The local people are very happy. Now, my point is, in 2000, when we established power plant in the land, just one of our district, densely populated district, nobody raised the issue. It means, sometimes it seems to me that they don't think about the people or human being. But now they are worried about our Royal Bengal tiger or Sundarban. But
Well,
I am telling you one thing. We have taken many steps. Already we have started building the green belt in our coastal area. We increased our forest. When I became Prime Minister in first time in 1996, our forest was only 7%. Now we develop it about 17%, but our target is increased up to 25%. Green belt and the area.
Just so we don't.
So
want to...
it is not at all issue,
Yeah.
but the people, those who are raising the issue, I don't understand. They have no point to. Well, they are shouting, they are demonstrating. It is true, but what is the real reason and what is the real effect? They cannot spell out. That is the crucial thing.
If I could just add
but
very,
it is
very
really
briefly.
it is very, very unfortunate because we have to provide, energy to our people. Because I have to develop our country.
Understand.
If you cannot develop the economic condition of your people, then how you will save our people? We have to ensure the food security. We have to give them job opportunity. We have to develop economically, socially, the social safety net program. Already we reduced our poverty level to 22%, which is 51%. But this power plant is necessary for our development. And I am telling you, it is the most modern power plant we are going to establish.
Prime Minister, I think you framed the challenge really well. Al, I want to give you just a chance to make an intervention, then also talk a little bit about the new version of Inconvenient Truth, and then we want to bring everybody else in, because I think you'll be excited to know what's coming. But go ahead.
Just one more point on this. The World Heritage Center has petitioned Bangladesh to protect this site and not build another dirty coal plant. You mentioned the river. Several coal ships have already sunk in the river. The pumping of 5,000 cubic meters of water out of the coal plant into that endangered area is also an issue. The International Union for the Conservation of Nature, partly because of the tigers, but also the other species, have also petitioned to protect that. And no one's proposing to curb the right to development. But I would hope the news media would look, if they have time, at all of the issues involved with this. Now, thank you for asking about the movie. It will premiere at the Sundance Film Festival tomorrow night. Unfortunately, I have to leave here in Davos about 2 a.m. this morning, but thank you very much. It's an inconvenient sequel, Truth to Power, and I hope that it is well received, and thank you very much for giving me a chance to mention it.
I invite Vice President to come to Bangladesh, and I'll take you to that place. You can see it in your own eyes, and the coal will be carried in a covered cargo.
Thank you.
Not an open one.
Thank you for that.
And it will never damage our. Look, this is my country.
I understand.
And since I become Prime Minister, this country is developing. This country is developing. We reduce our poverty level. Our economic condition is increasing. We achieve 7.1% GDP. So the people, those who are crying about this environment and all these things, perhaps they have something different in their mind. But they cannot prove. They cannot prove that yes, it will damage our Sundarban or our tiger, or no, they cannot prove. I can challenge.
I think we framed the debate really well. Thank you. Thank you both.
I think Vice President will come and see.
I hope so. I want to come too. Prime Minister Solberg.